Hey y'all, it's Rocio with Reese's Rizzles, and in this video I'm actually collaborating with naturallycurly.com to bring to you my top tips on growing out longer and healthier naturally curly hair. I've mentioned on my channel a couple of times that it's more important for me to achieve strength over length, but I have been reached out to by a couple of subscribers as well as followers on Instagram and Twitter letting me know about their frustrations that their hair isn't growing out as fast as they would like it to. So I'm going to give a couple of tips that's kind of helped me along my own curly hair journey that I've done that has helped me retain length as well as promoting hair growth. So if you're interested in these tips, then follow along. So I want to start out by saying that the key to hair growth is healthy hair, and of course healthy hair starts at the root and at the scalp. So my first tip for you all is to give your scalp a really good massage and do it often. Giving your scalp a good massage is going to stimulate blood flow to the area and of course also channel nutrients to the roots. And if you use essential oils when you're massaging your scalp, then that's also going to unlock the hair follicle, which will also promote hair growth. If you're prone to flat ironing your hair or blow drying your hair straight, then my next tip for you is to lay off the heat. Challenge yourself to stay away from heat or flattening or blow drying in increments that you feel comfortable with or that you think you can handle. So maybe try no heat for a week or a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months. And if you're really feeling daring, then lay off the heat for 6 months to a year. And you'll see and notice a difference in the health of your hair as well as the length of your hair. Heat will make your hair weak, and of course weak hair is more prone to breakage and split ends, and that's just going to defeat the purpose of you trying to grow your hair out if it's breaking all the time. My next tip is going to cover trimming your hair as well as doing the search and destroy method on your hair. And this is going to vary depending on where you are in your natural hair journey or your curly hair journey. In my personal opinion, I feel it is very important to get trims if your hair is very severely damaged, whether it be from using too much heat or using a relaxer or dyeing your hair, bleaching your hair, whatever the factor may be. Trimming is very important if your hair is severely damaged. Now you can either do the big chop where you're cutting off all of the damaged pieces at once, or you can gradually cut off the damaged pieces by getting trims done maybe every couple of weeks or every other month. That's entirely up to you. It took me about 10 months to be completely wavy free, damage free, to where about 95% of my hair was completely curly. Now I feel like once you've gotten to the point where the majority of your hair is curly, like that 95 to 100% of your head being curly, then you can start doing the search and destroy method. What that is you're basically going through your hair and you're finding individual strands that have breakage or split ends or fairy knots or single stranded knots, and you're cutting those off individually. And what that does is you're still maintaining the length, because with trims, of course, they usually trim, an inch, or you'll tell them a half an inch and they'll wind up cutting off an inch or even more than that. But at least with the search and destroy method, you are able to cut it off yourself and you won't even be able to see a difference when it comes to the change in length in your hair. You have to remember that the search and destroy method is for maintenance purposes only, and it should not replace your regular trims. So however often you feel is necessary to get your trims, it's completely up to you, but just know that it is important in maintaining the health and the strength in your hair. Moving on to deep conditioning, I cannot stress the importance of deep conditioning to keep your hair in its healthiest and strongest state. Deep conditioning your curls for just 15 to 30 minutes will actually add life back into your hair, improving elasticity, moisture, and overall health to your curls. My next tip is going to cover protective styling, which is really great in retaining your length and also promoting hair growth. One of the reasons why your hair might be breaking off is because your ends like to latch onto things. It could be the clothing that you're wearing. So of course, putting your hair up in a protective style is really good because you're protecting your ends, which is going to lock in the moisture and prevent dryness, which of course would eventually lead to breakage. Protective styling is low maintenance and requires low manipulation for the fragile curls on your head. Don't forget that what you put in your body is going to reflect on the outside as well, not just your skin, but also in your hair. Eating foods that are rich in protein and minerals is essential for maintaining healthy and longer hair. A healthy, balanced diet is vital not only for your curls, but for your overall health. And so with that being said, it is also super important for you to drink water. Keep yourself hydrated. If you don't drink enough water, you will notice a difference in your skin and in your hair, and your curls will appear much drier. So it's very, very important for you to continue to drink as much water as possible. I think they say drink 8 8 glasses a day, or drink like half of your body weight in water or something like that, but it's just really, really important for you to stay hydrated and drink as much water as possible. Taking hair supplements that are high in biotin will help you achieve hair growth at a much rapid rate. You can also take biotin in its own form, and what biotin does is it strengthens the hair follicle, it strengthens the hair shaft, and of course it leads your hair to less breakage, which will also promote more hair growth. Now you need to remember that there is no such thing as a magic pill that will add inches to your hair overnight. No such thing. But it is important to know that when you're taking hair supplements, it will benefit your hair and the strength of your hair, and you will notice a difference in a much shorter amount of time. If you're feeling a bit stressed lately, then you should probably try some breathing exercises or meditation practices, and make sure that you get a good night's rest, because the growth hormone is released when you're sleeping. Stress is probably one of the top factors that contributes to hair loss, and of course your curls can also enter into the fallout phase, where you'll notice more shedding than normal. The last tip that I'm going to give you all today is patience, and I know out of all the tips that I've given, patience is probably the last thing that you want to hear, and most likely the most difficult thing that you're going to have to deal with if you're just starting your transition. I completely understand, trust me, I have been there, but patience is extremely important when you're beginning your hair journey. If you feel like you aren't getting anywhere, don't quit. I feel like I have to constantly remind my friends that it took me 14 months to get from this to this. If you are, I guess I want to say stressing again, because that's one of the tips that I had covered, but if you are stressing about the length of your hair, try to stop. Don't do the length check, because I feel like a lot of people I know, and at least for myself too, when I was doing the length check, it was really stressing me out because I felt like it wasn't getting long. It wasn't getting as long as I would like it to. But when you stop measuring the length of your hair and you just enjoy the journey, you'll notice that your hair is actually going to grow a lot faster than you had imagined. So just be patient, and like I said, enjoy your curly hair journey, and embrace the curls that are on your head, and just love it. Those are all the tips that I have for you today. I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I have a new video coming out every week that is curly hair related, so be on the lookout for that. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Risa's Rizzos, and I believe that's everything. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.